Hello everybody. All right. Well, I want to go ahead and show you exactly what I completed and finally finished. I mentioned in my last video that I was overwintering my habanero plants. So let's go ahead and take a look at them really fast. And let's say hi to the cat troop. This is one of the timid ones, second generation. None of them have been named. Well, let me correct myself. I have named a couple of them. One looks like a panda bear, so I named him Panda. And if you do have trouble hearing me, I am using my phone as a recording device to make these videos right now until I can acquire myself a proper camera. And so please bear with the filming and my the volume, and let's continue on. Now this is, I believe, my here's the habanero plants. Not this one, excuse me. This one is jalapeno, and look at that. We've got one jalapeno there, and I overwintered it a little bit, but I did not trim it back too much right now because it is still producing. We are in Texas, and forgive me, I do not remember the proper zone, but we are in Texas, so the summers and heat last a lot longer than where I have been in my life. And this one had a huge habanero pepper on it, and I used it, I ate it, it was delicious. Oh, that's a leaf. Thank God. I thought that was a dead jalapeno. Let's toss that off to the side. Now this one is one of the habanero plants I overwintered, and I believe in the last video you saw me trimming back these two. That one and that one. Got another little rascal right there. Say hello. They don't speak. Anyways, but we've got, I believe, like 10 on this one, and on this one there's like between 10 and 12 of them. I mean, that's fantastic. I've got two other pepper plants, and I believe they were the tequila sunrise plants. They've yet to produce at all, and I take full responsibility for that. I did not cultivate those the proper way. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. I will not continue to keep my head up my bottom. I started doing some sowing, and oh look, one of these habanero plants I thought would bounce back, but it actually did not do so. So tonight, when I produce another video, I'm going to go ahead and trim this one back and properly overwinter it. But right here I started some spinach because I do have a client who I am providing fresh organic produce for. And so this is one of the plants I started, and this is the compost that I created, soil. This stuff is amazing. I will never get tired of talking about it. It will be constant redundancy, and I loved it. And so I took one of the 5-gallon fabric grow bags right here. Just a little keynote. You can take your grow bags, the fabric obviously, you can wash these in the washing machine. So after this one produces and creates a lot of produce, I will recycle the soil again, and then toss it right into the wash, and then use it again until it decides to go past its expiration date. So we've got a fight going on over here. Let me see if I can catch them. Look at these guys. They're all over the place. They're like gremlins, like those creatures from that movie Critters. I don't know if any of you are 80s fans of the motion picture industry, but look at that. And there's that one I did name. His name is Panda. He looks like a panda bear. Look at him. He's one of the timid ones. He only allows me to really pet him once I'm feeding them. They're just takers. Takers. That's all they are. Takers. I want to show you this. Right over here, we got some Swiss chard growing for that client I mentioned. Look at that. Look how lovely that looks. That is amazing. And I've been doing a great deal of work in the garden, and so it's a little turned upside down. It's always turned upside down. Don't I say that in almost all of my videos? I don't think so. But here we go. I wanted to show you too this. I'm trying to do a confession every video. If I don't do a confession every video, it's because I just haven't done anything I need to confess about yet. But here we go, look at this. I did not harvest these like I said I would, and I really need to because they have these big pods. Look at those beans. Hey, let's pull one right now. And, there we go, look at that. Look at that. Get off of there. Isn't that lovely? I have a whole bunch of these. There's a plethora of them growing, and I'm going to clean this up as well. I've got to run a couple of errands, so I'll do that straight away and get it quick and get back here and do another video. Let's take a look at the compost temperature. I want to show you this. First, I'm going to take a bite of this puppy right here. You hear that crunching? A little bit of the SMAR or SMR, whatever they call that. ASMR. I don't know. I'll stop smacking. So take a look at this compost. Say hello. This one lets me pet her. She's a real sweetheart. Come here. Come on then. How are you? You've been rolling around in the dirt. Yes, you have. How are you? You want to say hello? Yeah, you're getting a shout out like that. Look at that. You're now a YouTube star. You like it? Right underneath the zinnia plants. I'm going to show you something about these zinnias. They're really fantastic before I go over to the compost. This is one. Oh, look at that guy. Right on camera. Isn't that lovely? Look at this guy. Still got these guys floating around. Do a little clip up and he took off. Oh, let me pull back. A little camera shy. Look at this beautiful creature. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at that. Doing a little bit of pollination for me, are you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Help yourself. This thing turned into a beast. I did not trim it back yet because I've been enjoying its blooms. But zinnias are really fantastic. They're pretty much self-sufficient. You don't really have to mind them too much. This one's getting obviously plenty of water and nutrients. As you can see along there, that dark top layer right there, that's all coffee grounds. Coffee grounds are really beneficial to your garden. They also help keep these guys from using it as a restroom. That's disgusting, and it's been really effective. They do not like at all the smell of coffee grounds, and they don't want it on their paws or whatnot. So definitely use coffee grounds, not just as a fertilizing agent or even for your compost, but to keep cats from messing around in your garden because they will mess it up. This thing went to self-seed, and along the border of this French ditch right here, they popped up some more blooms. Look at that. You got some right there. You've got some right there. That one. You've got that one. That one. And over here as well. Look, even one right here. Right there. They're all over the place. And something tells me come next spring, and just to put things in perspective, spring isn't no more than, what, 4.5 months away. Isn't that crazy? That's like 16 weeks or so. And so it's kind of nice being in this zone area because the summers last so long and the winters last rather short. So I like that. In my videos, I had a huge zinnia plant that was right here, and I trimmed it all back. I took it all out, and this is the remains of it, the rooting system right there going right into the soil. But it went and self-seeded over here now, and so I've got a new one growing right there. Isn't that fantastic? I love it. So let's go take a look at the compost temp. Moving right along, moving right along. You have to forgive me, guys. Oh, look, another zinnia plant. They're going to be all over the place come spring. These things that pop up is going to be so overrun with lots of color and slightly sweet aromas. So that's going to be nice. Let's go take a look at that compost. Moving right along, moving right along. I'm not a singer, guys. This is not a singing video. And here we are, right at the compost. And look at that. I'm gonna take another bite of this, these beans. Hold on. This temp inside this compost right now is about 57 degrees Celsius. It's at 140 degrees. 140 degrees. Can you believe that? It's smoking in there, mate. And this thing, I can guarantee you, heated up so much because of that chicken composter that I purchased through Amazon. And that stuff heats your compost up, and I assure you do not need a lot of it at all. I think perhaps I put in 3 cups, and just to give you an idea of the size of this compost, look at that. It's a big mound of it, and I've got to rotate this, and the idea is to go ahead and do that here before the sun goes down. I've got to race the sun because I use its light to help do these videos. But let me show you that compost that I purchased off of Amazon really quick. Trekking along. Forgive the smacking. I'm eating these beans. They're delicious. And wow, it's soft and spongy walking across this area here. Okay. I want you guys to say hello to one of my rugrats. Her name is Oshi. She has kind of like a pug face. And she could be kind of a grumpy butt, but she's so adorable. Look at this face. How can you not fall in love with that creature? Look at that. Say hello. You want to say hello? You usually talk to me all the time, but you're on camera now. You're a YouTube star. You like that, being a YouTube star? Hmm? Yeah, look at that face. Look at that. You want to see her bottom lip? Look at her bottom lip. Didn't mean this to turn into a cat video. Who can't like cats? I've just got a co-worker that does not like cats. I'm like, how can you not like cats? I like all animals. I really do. Oh, now she's purring. Anyways, let's go take a look at that grow room where the chicken compost bag is. All right, here we go. Please forgive the state of this grow room. As I always say, I really need to organize it. Let's turn on the light. There we go. And this is that compost, once again, that I purchased off of Amazon. Charlie's Compost. And this stuff is clean, too. And what is the weight on this? 10 pounds. Okay? I think I used maybe 2.5 pounds of it. And that's all I did in that big mound of a compost that's working itself. And it heated it up, and it's still hot. And I do that to help get rid of it. You want your compost to heat up if you've got particular plants that may be disease-ridden or whatnot. It'll help kill them, help break it down. It also helps get rid of seeds you don't want to germinate and go to flower, because you don't want weeds and whatnot. So it helps clean up the things you put inside your compost. So definitely create your own compost, because as you've seen in the video prior to this one, it will save you an immense amount of money, and you have no idea that. I wish you could have like a sense of touch vision or smell-o-vision. You know, maybe Elon Musk's with that Neuralink system will evolve into something such as that. But it's viable soil. It will definitely help. It will definitely grow and help propagate the plants that you're trying to produce. So definitely take a look at that. And here's another confession. Quick pan of the grow room. I ought to be ashamed of myself. Look at this mess. Come on. Really? I should definitely get this cleaned up. But one of the things I was going to ask is, I'm looking to try to upcycle these straws. Anyone who has any ideas that I can use these straws for, particularly for the garden or even for starting plants indoors, I want to create kind of like a DIY craft project where I can use it as like irrigation piping or tube, where it can just go right in. But I can't stand the thought of throwing them away. And if I can figure out a technique or method I could use to do that, I'll give credit to those that give me suggestions, and I will definitely apply that technique. And if it works, you get a shout out, okay? That would be fantastic. So let's do a quick pan. See the mess in here? This is ridiculous. Don't be me. Don't be like me, where you don't clean up your grow room and it looks completely like a disaster zone. Look at this. Absolutely ridiculous. I've got grow lights. I've got soil. I've got all the things I need, but I obviously don't have a clean streak to some extent. And I'm a clean guy. I like to keep things clean. Anyways, continuing on. All right, so there you go on the current state of the pepper plants, habaneros, and you got to see a jalapeno plant, so you know that one as well. One of the things I want to go and mention is, as I said before, I work for the Starbucks Corporation, and so what we been doing is collecting food for the homeless. And I personally have started a clothing drive for an organization by the name of Beautiful Feet Ministries. And I have a personal belief that no one on earth, especially in today's time and age, should be going hungry, and as of right now, definitely should not be going cold. We are a worrying species, but good or bad, wherever we may be, we all have got to eat, and we all should eat and have full bellies, and we all should stay warm and dry. So I am going to ask anyone here in the Fort Worth area, reach out to us at Starbucks. You can ask for Peter, that's my name, or definitely ask for Kimber, the general store supervisor. And Forest Hill here in Fort Worth, Texas, that's Starbucks, right off of Wichita exit. So give us a ring. You can look us up, our number right there on Google, and you can, again, ask for me. I work in the mornings, and tell us, hey, I've got some clothing. Can I come by to drop them off? Please do. Because you have no idea how many families it will help that are in dire need right now, and how many people out there here in the Texas area who are homeless and just, they need just a hand up. Not necessarily a hand out, but a hand up. And I discovered with me growing food and eating healthy, it helps people, it helps you sleep better, it helps you think better, and you start to physically feel better. And so it's the least we can do to help out those that definitely just can't seem to get over that hump in life, you know. Life is such a short flicker, and we shouldn't uh, misuse any of the time that we have. So I figured, why not help someone out, you know? So definitely reach out to us. You can reach us again at the Forest Hill Starbucks here in Fort Worth, Texas. And I encourage all of you, give me some constructive criticism down in those comments. Don't be afraid to comment, and smash that like button, and definitely subscribe. I'm eager to help out and give as much advice and knowledge I have in the area of gardening. As you can see, I'm going to give a quick pan. I'm new at this YouTube thing. I love it though. And look at that. Here's a quick pan of the entire backyard right now. This whole place is going to be turned into a food forest if it's the last thing I do. And I want every plant in here to be a plant that you can walk past and it's edible, or it could be used in some way as medicine. In any way, it's designed to help feed people. And I finally found a passion that I truly adore and love, and growing food is so fulfilling. And you can imagine what it's like to not have to go to the grocer, especially now considering the whole pandemic going on. There you go, guys. Please be safe, and definitely, by all means, be kind to one another. There's so much polarization going on, and there's so much nasty natures going on. You don't want to be a part of that monopoly. We're better than that. We are definitely better than that. So God bless you guys, and there you go.